Hey everyone, welcome back. Happy 2026 to everyone. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. I thought I would go ahead and do another vinyl update for you guys. Updates to my collection over past few months. Of course, it's been I think since like April, since Record Store Day, that I've done something like this. So I have quite a bit more to show you. So much actually I'll probably split this video into two parts. So one you're seeing right now and one maybe in about a week or so. So I have about 16 records to show you today, so I thought I'd just get right into it. So the first one, bit of a bigger one, and one of the most recent pickups for me, just kind of a Christmas gift to myself. But that is George Harrison, All Things Must Pass. Fantastic album. I found this at one of my local stores. This is a pretty early pressing, I believe, of this album, and it's in pretty great condition still, so I was like, how could I not get this? And I love this record so much, and it still sounds really great. And it's one of those like kind of older box set packages. I don't even know really what you'd call it. I mean, yeah, it's a box that like kind of opens up. It's almost kind of like a book in a way. It's really cool. Just standard black vinyl, of course, but it all sounds great. All the sleeves, everything is intact. But yeah, really happy to have this finally in my collection. Second one, gonna jump forward a couple decades. That's the 1975's I Like It When You Sleep, For You Are So Beautiful, Yet So Unaware of It. I snagged the recent repress of this, I believe, for the upcoming 10-year anniversary of this album, which is crazy to think about. I had a copy of this album for a while, but the store I ended up getting it from, it unfortunately was pretty warped out of the package, which is very unfortunate, so I didn't hold on to it for that long, but I finally managed to snag this copy. It's the kind of cloudy pink swirl press. It looks really nice. It sounds really good. And yeah, finally happy to have this once again and for the foreseeable future. So yeah, looking forward to whatever they have in store probably this year too. But yeah, next is going to be another Christmas gift, another long ISO, not really even like a rare ISO or anything like that, but it is Grace Jeff Buckley. Another one of my favorite albums ever. I listened to this first time a couple years ago, instantly fell in love with it. I've been meaning to watch that documentary on HBO. Hopefully I will get around to that sometime soon. Heard great things about that, but this is the I think 25th anniversary. This gold pressing of it sounds very nice, and yeah, I just really can't say enough good things about this record and Jeff as a musician and vocalist, as many of you probably know. Next is actually an album I just randomly found at, I think, like a flea market or just one of those like over the summer, kind of one of those outdoor kind of thrift pickers fair things. There was a really cool record stand that had this, and another album that I'll probably show you guys in the next video, but this is Chris Stapleton's Starting Over, one of my favorite country albums of the decade so far. I will say I'm not a huge country guy, but when I do find a record I love, I really kind of attach to it, and this record is just that. Yeah, if you don't know, Chris Stapleton, probably one of the most prominent voices in modern country, in modern kind of like, there's so many subgenres of country I can't really get into, but I think if you know country, you definitely know Chris Stapleton. This is also just standard black, but yeah, it was really cool to find this there, especially in like a tub of kind of a lot of older albums, and having an album from 2020 in there was really just cool to see. But yeah, really great record. Next is just another classic I've been meaning to pick up, and it was just from an online sale, and I was like, I can't not get this. So that's Pink Moon, Nick Drake. Again, you guys probably know a lot about this album. Great kind of singer-songwriter folk album of the 70s. Really prominent voice in that scene. Of course, gone far too soon as well. But yeah, really easy record to put on. Fantastic songwriting all around. Next, we're gonna jump back up modern. This is, of course, Clairo, Charm, a record that just kind of continued to grow on me after it came out, of course, coming out in the summer of 2024. This is the recent like repress for the anniversary this past summer. It's the tri-color split, really beautiful, really fits the album as well. Probably my favorite Clairo record so far. I think the like Leon Michaels production really fits her voice really well. Another one that's just really easy to put on and breeze through in the most complimentary way possible. Yeah, really great one. Next, I really got a handful of records next for all from this artist who I got really finally got deep into this year with the release of her newest album. But that's going to be Little Simz. This is her fantastic album from 2021. Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. Yeah, I really should have kind of dug into back when it came out, those handful of years ago, but I finally really fell in love with it this year. But yeah, it's just one of the best, probably rap albums, if not albums, period, of the decade so far. It's this red and yellow split. Again, really fits the cover and vibe of the album. But yeah, if you're at all into hip-hop with a lot of like jazz and big, just immense production and like real instruments and beats like that, she is very much up your alley if you don't know. And yeah, just a fantastic record from start to finish. Very personal record for her, along with her most recent, which I will get to here in a minute. But first, I also did pick up No Thank You, which was the album after Introvert. Bit of a shorter, more kind of subtle album, but still very moving, very thought-provoking lyrically, everything like that she's known for. The packaging for this album is really interesting because it's like this little envelope thing that opens up, which I think was really unique. And then like the records come out the top here. This is the black and yellow split, which I think again kind of fits with Introverts as well, and this album too. If I can get this back in here. But yeah, really great. Probably some of her best like standalone tracks I've heard her on this record, like Heart on Fire is a fantastic one, and of course Gorilla is probably the biggest song from this. Angel, I mean, you can't really go wrong with any of them. But yeah, now of course the record that started kind of my obsession with her this year is of course Lotus. And yeah, just a fantastic, very personal album. If you know the story behind it, I won't get into it here, but just such a moving and inspiring record from her. And this pressing is pretty gorgeous, probably one of my favorites in my collection now. It's that black pink splatter, which of course fits the vibe very well. And yeah, I mean, didn't quite crack my top 10 this year, but it's definitely it's home to probably my favorite song of the year, which is Free. And yeah, just definitely one of the most like emotionally moving records I definitely heard last year. Next, gonna be these next few were in my top 10 of the year, but the first one I'll show you is of course Quadeca, Vanisher, Horizon Scraper. My first Quadeca album I have physically, but I've been a fan of his for probably since 2022, 2021. But I did manage to pick up the, I believe it's the Urban Outfitters exclusive, this Insomnia kind of blue, dark blue, white splatter variant. And I feel like the camera doesn't even do it justice. It's just so detailed and really fits the kind of oceanic sailing vibe of the record. And this, of course, has the same like bonus tracks as the blue pressing and the like indie white and stuff like that. It's like, and I love all those tracks as well. But yeah, I think probably my favorite Quadeca album yet. He just continues to get more expansive in production and scale and songwriting, everything like that. So fantastic. Next is gonna be Getting Killed, Geese. Probably don't need to say much about this. You guys probably already know, as they just continue to be more popular, more out there. This is probably my favorite record of theirs so far as well, though I love 3D Country, of course, and I love Cameron Winter's solo album. This is just the standard like clear pressing, but I did actually pick this up when I was over in Minneapolis a few months ago. I think when it was like the weekend the album came out, and they only had like one copy left, and I hadn't even heard the full album yet, but I was like, I know, like I love the single so much. Again, Tax is one of my favorite songs of the year. I was like, I know I'm gonna at least really like this, so why not? And yeah, now it's one of my favorites of last year. So yeah. Okay. Next, another top 2 favorite album from 2025. That's gonna be Clipse, Let God Sort 'Em Out. This is the Rough Trade exclusive. It's basically like the original pink press, just with the full track list this time. Really great. And I think it sounds really great. Even if there are a few like alterations than like the streaming track list, I don't really mind it that much. I really just wanted to pick up a physical copy of this as soon as possible, at least before the end of the year, and I in fact did. Again, don't think I need to say much. They're in like prime form, just like 15 years ago. Fantastic all around. Yeah. Right. Another one of my favorites, gonna be Turnstile, Never Enough. I, of course, was a huge fan of Glow On from 2021. I think this album does a lot of things like just as good, if not better. I love their experimentation into different genres. Their kind of new wave worship as well, I'm really into. And they still leave room for their hardcore as well. This is one of those similar to the Glow On physical version, the slipcase, and then the nice photos of the band there. And this is the Red Wave. Oh shit! It was the poster that came with like the release of the film version as well, which I was lucky to get one of those as well. But this is the kind of red and black version. I don't know if you can see that in there. It's really gorgeous pressing for a pretty gorgeous album, if I do say so myself. And yeah, grab that because I can show you guys this. You haven't seen it, but it's just the I have a few. I actually have 2 I have one hanging up around me, and then it's just an extra one that I picked up at a record store. But yeah, just the Never Enough film poster, which is really cool. Nice touch there. And yeah, I just have a few left for you guys today. And then I will be sure to see you pretty soon with the rest. But yeah, I have 3 left for you right now. First is going to be Brand New Eyes, another classic that I needed probably in building up my Paramore collection. This is probably top 3 for me of their core albums. Definitely one I have a lot of memories with. Just Standard Black, but yeah, I actually picked this up at the Hayley Williams release party that they were doing for the physical release of her album from this year, which is also happened to be my album of the year, and I do have that as well for you. This is I was lucky enough to snag the Rough Trade exclusive, the first of the Rough Trade exclusives. It's the OJ Splash Press, which I really love, and it really fits the album, and of course the Ice My OJ opening track, everything. But yeah, I think Hayley really kind of outdid herself on, oh yeah, there's a poster in here too I could show you guys. But yeah, I just couldn't get enough of this album this year, especially with its kind of varied release schedule. Oh, this is the yeah, the poster from the release party, which is really, really cool. I was lucky enough to get there early enough and snag one of those as well. But yeah, just a fantastic album, and really embraced her kind of fan base and everything like that. And yeah, I don't think any song is the same or like unnecessary, and just a really, really fun and expansive and moving record from her. So yes. All right, so lastly, like we started, it's a bit of a bigger box, but it's gonna be the Carrie and Lowell, Sufjan Stevens Carrie and Lowell 10-year anniversary edition. Of course, I had a standard copy of this for a while, and as I've just grown a bigger and bigger Sufjan fan these past few years, I was like, I need to have this, and all these demo and alternate tracks are so fantastic in their own way too. I was like, I need to have this, I think. And it's just the indie purple edition, but still I think really fits the album. And it's a really nice box, and there's, of course, I believe like a childhood photo of Carrie and possibly of Lowell as well. If not, I don't think it's Sufjan, I think it is Lowell, but you guys can fact check me in the comments. But yeah, really great. And oh, that's Sufjan there, of course. Yeah, that photo. But yeah, really light, really nice light purple for this record. But yeah, if you guys don't know, I think Javelin is probably my favorite record of the decade so far. So, and this one, of course, came pretty close for the 2010s for me. So yeah, it's a no-brainer for me. It also had this big booklet of photos, of like family photos, and also just like kind of landscape, really cool photos. Sorry if you hear a truck driving by. Yeah, like this one of Sufjan as well. But yeah, there's also like a new essay he wrote about this album, which is really good as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I'll see you guys very soon for the rest of my update from the remainder of 2025. But yeah, thanks for watching if you made it this far, and I'll see you soon.